Hi.
Scarlet Reed.
Told myself I wouldn't do this.
You're fun. You're gonna make me do it. Look, can you meet our new friend?
Hi. I've heard so much about you. You're so pretty. You're just as pretty as your pictures. I've seen a lot of your pictures.
You got a bow, yeah.
That's pretty. You like those? They look pretty on you.
And look, Miss Amanda's got a Jesus cross. I like Jesus crosses. Hey, Robert.
Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm so glad we're capturing this day. You're gonna be grown up and you're gonna watch this video. Are you excited about that? Do you know what your mom's gonna do to help me? What's she gonna do?
Is Mommy gonna help Miss Amanda be a mommy? Yeah.
Are you gonna help her with the baby? Are you gonna rub the baby's stomach? Are you gonna rub your mom's stomach for the baby? Oh, you're so sweet. Your mom's doing something really amazing for me. I think it's just all the emotions after all this time of, you know, talking to you and, you know, finally meeting, you know. So
Scarlet Reed.
it's just really such an amazing thing when I think about, you know, what you're doing to, you know, help me, and then I'm just thinking about this video and, you know, what it means for, you know, your family and for, you know, my baby. It's just exciting to be able to like show how hard it was, and you know how much I did to bring a child into this world.
Look, Scarlet, come here. Let me show you. Come here, Scarlet.
She seems like she's wanting to talk, but she's like, I don't know who this person is.
Yeah, it takes her a minute to warm up.
Yeah. Aw, she's so cute. She's just as cute as her pictures. Natasha sends me a lot of pictures of Scarlett and her son Liam and Declan and Courtney and Clayton too, but they're grown up, so it's like
teenagers don't like photos.
Yeah, exactly. So they're definitely more of the two young ones, and they're so cute. They look so alike. So I posted on Facebook saying last November, saying you know, I want to find a surrogate if it's possible, and these are kind of the parameters and everything. And a lot of people responded. A lot of women responded, and some are like, you know, I was telling them Nigerian scams, you know. And then there were a few nice women that I got to talk to, but Natasha was very warm and very engaging. And sometimes, you know, this is, you know, someone helping you, and you know, so it is and can be transactional sometimes. And I didn't mind that because I'm like, okay, well, it is what it is. But Natasha really changed that. She didn't make it like that. She just really made it like trying to learn about me and what I want, and you know,
more organic.
Yeah, it felt more organic, exactly. And there was another very nice woman from Virginia, and she had done it before. I really wanted a surrogate who had experience before. That was important to me, and because I'm doing this on my own, it's harder. And so Natasha had already done that before, which was really important for me. And she was just very kind, and I felt very comfortable with her. I did with this other woman too, but it was just different with Natasha.
We just started chatting and getting to know each other, and it flowed. And I think it's important that if you're gonna try to go on a journey like this with somebody, that it feel more like a friendship. Because like you said, a lot of people do think of it transactionally, and I'm like, that's a life you're bringing in. It shouldn't be like that. It should be something special. And I liked that you wanted more of a connection than like that.
Oh, definitely. And it was just it's been a long journey. As I said, we've been talking since November, so it's crazy that it's come, full circle, really almost a year. I didn't think it would take a year, but Ashley, I'm sorry, that's our attorney's name. Natasha had a period of postpartum because she had just done the surrogacy for someone in New York, and so she had to wait till May. So we did have to wait a little bit, but that gave us more time to get to know each other. So that was good too.
I was looking on that information group, the Surrogacy and IP information group, and I saw your post, and I was like, but it was like so soon after I had already done the first journey, and it was just incredible, like all the way around. And I was like, I could so do that again. I was like, and I felt really proud of myself, and I felt very connected to the other family, and I was like, that was such a special thing. I was like, I want to do it again. And I was like, my husband Robert, he's like, well, if that's what you want to do, then pursue it. And so I was like, well, the postpartum time will allow to get to know somebody before actually going through the process.
Yeah, and that's what's really amazing is, here she is, like, she just literally had just had a baby for someone else, and then
It's more for kids.
There's more for kids?
Yeah.
And so for us to have connected, right after she just had a baby for someone else, it's like, it just kind of shows that it was like cosmic. It was just meant to be, and God's hand was in this. And that's what's really so amazing about this, is just how everything's happened. And it's so funny because her birthday's in June, my birthday's in June, my mom's birthday, who's passed away, is in June, and hopefully the baby will be born in June too. If everything goes as planned, the baby will be born in June. So it's very special. And I wish I wasn't crying so much. I do TV all the time, and it's crazy to think that I can't do this, but it just kind of shows
It's personal.
It's different. It's just such a different experience than anything else I've done in my life. And there's been lots of great things that I've done, but this is just something that's so, it's
Close to your heart.
Yeah, it's close to my heart. It's just something it's just the most meaningful thing to me. So I'm just so lucky that I met Natasha, and that she has a Robert and her husband that's so supportive, a family that's so supportive, because it can be confusing too.
I support her in her decisions. I know I'm done having kids for myself.
When I first brought it up to you, you were like, you want to do what?
I mean,
and then it took a little bit of convincing after sharing why, and then I showed you the journey of someone else that I followed that made me want to do that. And you're like, well, if that's what you want to do, if that's what you want to do.
if that's what you want to do. Ain't no telling anyway.
How did your kids react to, like, the baby is now gone? Like, you had him in your stomach, now he's gone. Like, were they good with that? Was it tough for them?
The big ones understood. Their main question was, you don't bring it home to you.
Yeah.
Because they had the two little ones.
Yeah.
And because they were like used to the newborn crying and all that stuff, and they're like, you're not bringing it home. I said, no, the baby is completely someone else's.
Yeah.
That's the mom, that's the dad.
Yeah.
And the big ones, they were like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then the two little ones, we just explained it that we were helping them become a mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
And they would like rub my belly and say hi. And, hey, baby. And then we also like video chatted afterwards. And they say hi and wave and laugh at the baby. Yeah. So they were okay with it.
Yeah. So you always think, like, how does it impact them? Do they feel like, oh, this is strange, that's gone now?
And her teacher at daycare said that after I had the baby, and then we went home with his parents, and then we came home without a baby. But Mama still had to heal. So I had to learn that they still had to be easy with me and not jump and
Yeah.
all on my lap and everything.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
at daycare, she would get a baby and help take care of it at daycare, like a doll.
A doll, yeah.
Scarlett told her mama the other day she wants a baby sister.
Oh boy.
It's like, well, that boat's over.
We got 5 of our own. That's plenty.
Yeah, that's plenty. You gonna help me take care of a little girl? No?
You gotta rock it. I know how I feel being a mom, and I want to be able to give someone else that opportunity that hasn't been able to succeed with having their own baby. And with my first journey, it was amazing, and when the baby was born, everybody was just crying. We were so happy, and it was just a joyful moment. And I'm like, this is such a huge moment for them, and it's something that they'll remember for the rest of their life. And I was like, I could do that again. I was like, that's just a huge blessing to be able to be a mother, and I wouldn't know what to do if I couldn't be a mother, because I've thought about it since I was like 5 years old. That's what I wanted to be, was a mother. So I have easy pregnancies, and that's something that I can help someone do.
It's just such a blessing to be able to have this and to hopefully be able to, share this experience and maybe even share it far and wide so that others can feel comfortable doing a surrogacy and feel comfortable meeting someone on Facebook. I had met someone years ago who told me, go on these Facebook groups, and when she told me that, I thought that was like insane. I was just like, there's so many scams. Why would I do that? It's like, go on Craigslist and meet someone, And so I was just like, oh boy. But I'm so blessed and glad that it happened.
I think if you're the person struggling to have a baby, not to give up, and that if you choose to do a surrogacy journey, don't be afraid to reach out to people, because God's going to send the right one your direction. But don't jump at the first person either. Get to know each other, and see if that friendship blooms organically to people that are thinking about being a surrogate. I would say think about how you feel as a mother, and if you think you would be able to give that opportunity to another person. I think it's funny when you talk about, you met her online? We used to get the same reaction because Robert and I met on Farmers Only, and they're like, you met online and then you married? I was like, yeah.
So the online thing has worked for you. That's awesome. I've never known anyone to have met on Farmers Online.
Yeah, you do?
That's cool. That's cool. I guess because I don't live in agricultural communities. I lived in DC and in Tampa, so it's not really a place where people would use that because those people aren't close by. I have to tell my friends about that if they're looking to meet a nice, handsome a rancher or farmer. So, but you know the process, and now we're going to go to UAB, where Natasha's going to be implanted with the embryo that was created. So my situation was a little different because I struggled with not infertility, but just being able to conceive. They said I was too old when I did it. I was still in my 30s when I did it, but it just didn't work out 3 times. So I was really wanting to do it, but I was scared too that I was going to go through this and go through the emotional roller coaster again. So now we're going to do it a different way and hopefully see what happens.
Any messages you want to share with the future baby?
I want big.
I cannot wait to meet you and see what all the world and God has entailed for you.
Sit with me.
That's your mermaids.
All right, now we will identify the dish. Take one last look at the embryo. Verify that your dish says Richardson/Makki.
So this is the embryo that was thawed. There was 9 that were frozen. So I had 29 eggs when they created embryos. There were 9. This is the one that we're using, and there's 8 more left. So we're here now. This is the implantation process. So Natasha, my surrogate, is going to be implanted with this exact embryo. So hopefully that becomes the baby. And that's where we're at. All right, so anyway, so this is the embryo. So I had 9 embryos. We thawed one, and that was the one that was implanted. They kept commenting how beautiful this embryo is. I don't know what makes it beautiful, but it's beautiful, I guess. So anyway, but Natasha went through the process, and it seems pretty simple.
It's pretty quick.
Anyway, we're really excited. It was super quick. It was like in and out in probably 4 or 5 minutes. Probably took longer for us to scrub. So here we are. We're done. I'm gonna head back to Tampa, and Natasha and
Are you
her
gonna go all the way
family.
back to Tampa?
Yeah.